Have you ever wondered why tanks exist? It's a pretty wild story that goes all the way back to World War I, a time of trench warfare, mud, and unimaginable stalemate. The biggest killer on the battlefield, the machine gun. It could mow down lines of soldiers in seconds. Generals would order charges across no man's land, and soldiers would be cut down, wave after wave. It was brutal, and frankly, it wasn't working. Eventually, soldiers just had enough. They started refusing these suicidal orders. Can you blame them? It was a massacre every time. This created a massive crisis for military leaders. How do you break the deadlock if your own troops won't advance? They needed a new idea, something that could protect soldiers as they crossed the battlefield and break through enemy lines. The old ways of war were obsolete. Entered the brilliant minds who thought outside the box. People like Winston Churchill, who was then the First Lord of the Admiralty, championed the idea of an armored landship. The concept was simple but revolutionary. Put armor on a vehicle, give it tracks to cross the muddy shell-pocked ground, and arm it with guns. The early designs were clumsy, and many officials thought the idea was ridiculous. They looked more like giant metal boxes on tractor treads than the sleek machines we know today. These early prototypes were developed under extreme secrecy. To throw off spies, the factory workers were told they were building water carriers or water tanks for the army. The name stuck, and that's how the tank got its name. When these new machines, like the British Mark I, finally rolled onto the battlefield at the Battle of the Somme in 1916, they were terrifying. They were slow, they broke down a lot, but they could cross no man's land, crush barbed wire, and withstand machine gun fire. The tank completely changed the face of modern warfare. It was the answer to a problem that seemed impossible to solve. It wasn't just a new weapon. It was a solution born out of the desperate need to save lives and break a bloody stalemate. From a soldier's refusal to run into certain death came one of the most iconic military inventions in history.